Welcome to our demo video for the Yelp Review Restaurant Finder website. First and foremost, once you open the page, you have the visualization up and going. Let's go ahead and open the About page first. This page will give you an overview explanation of what the website entails, an explanation of all those filters that are available for you for your specifications, and a quick summary of what each of our visualizations are and what they are intended to be used for. So this platform is intended to be used by Yelp users or those that are just looking for a restaurant in a city that they are in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it as an example demo for if I were looking for a specific restaurant. So first and foremost, we have our map showing the city of New Orleans, our recommended top picks. On the left side, we have our filters for what we want our specific attributes for our restaurant to be, and then some of our details, including star ratings, review count, an option to type in a certain name of a restaurant that you have, as well as the number of restaurants available based on your specifications, a restaurant explorer, which basically just shows an overview of all of the restaurants available at a scale, differing by size and color density. And that is actually determined by average star rating and review count. And then we have our restaurant busy hours heat map, which shows which day and time the restaurants that you have chosen are receive the most amount of check-ins, essentially telling us, when is the best time to go visit that restaurant, or when is the busiest time to visit that restaurant. So let's say I am in New Orleans and I'm hoping to go to a restaurant with my family on the weekend. So you can go into your filter section, check off family friendly, click apply there. Yes, I want it to be family friendly. The other options that we have is for outdoor seating. So in this case, I'm in New Orleans, it's in the summer. So I really want to go to a restaurant that has some outdoor seating. So again, go ahead and make those specifications, limiting down the rest of those restaurants that are available to us. And then let's say that we want to go for, late lunch, dinner. Actually, let's just say we want to go for dinner or late night. So you go ahead and check off the rest of those options there. Now we have just dinner and late night. You click apply and it'll apply the rest of those filters, kind of narrowing down what kind of restaurant that we want to go to. And then let's say that, okay, we're in New Orleans, we want to have some Cajun Creole food, kind of live for, have a New Orleans moment there. So we'll click on Cajun Creole and have that be our only option for cuisine, since that's kind of what we're feeling. Okay, perfect. That's pretty much all the specifications that I want to do for this example that I'm looking for dinner tonight. As you can see, the map also will filter down to show the restaurants in the areas that are available. So for example, based on all of these specifications, these are kind of the areas within New Orleans that have those restaurants. And as you can see, the color increases with the total number of restaurants based on this note here. So for example, this little patch right here, kind of near Uptown and Algiers, that's kind of where the most number of restaurants are living. So if we want kind of a more broader range, but we only want to stay in a specific area, you can go ahead and click on that area and it will go ahead and filter down the rest of those restaurants available to you. So now we can see we only have a total of 9 restaurants available to us. Our top reviewed restaurants also change based on our specifications. Something cool about top reviewed is it is in order of those that have the highest review counts. But if you hover over the stars, you can also see, the cuisine and the rest of those attributes that are available in the restaurant details as well, to get a better picture of what those restaurants are providing. Down here in our details, we also have those different attributes listed out based on our specifications, as well as the average stars and the review counts for those restaurants as well. And if you hover over, it will tell you the location and the rating for those restaurants out of the total number that are available to you. And then if you scroll down, you can see that our restaurant explorer is also limited to show the rest of those restaurants that are available to you, but within that same color scale and text size scale. So for just looking at this, you can see that Mr. Ed's Oyster Bar is probably one of the top picks. If you hover over the tooltip, we'll also show you the rest of those attributes and information specific to that restaurant. Another option that you could do is, instead of looking through the filters to pick which restaurant that you want, you can have the opportunity, if you have a restaurant in mind that you've heard about that you're wanting to try, you can type that into the name section. So let's say you reset all the filters, you go back down to this button right here that will reset all of those filters and give you the original first view that you were looking at. Okay, and then you look at this Restaurant Explorer here, you see, let's see, Cafe Amelie looks like that one is probably standing out to me. Acme Oyster House is probably the one that stands out the most. So say you want to see the information based on Acme Oyster House, you go into this name category, you type in Acme Oyster, that should be enough. You click enter, and out of those 1,300 restaurants, then it will give you only that one restaurant that you specified from your name section. It will tell you the average number of stars, their review count, and the rest of those attributes associated with Acme Oyster House. And in the case that that's the restaurant that you do want to pick, you can have the opportunity to see, oh, it's in the Lower Garden District. That's where I'm staying. That's where I want to go. That's perfect. You can also look at the address for that. And if you do want to find out more about that specific restaurant, our website does have the option at the bottom to link you directly to Yelp right afterwards, in the case that you want to explore the restaurant that you found further in depth.